way more fun than I expected. Are you having fun back there?
Just grim silence. There's nothing he's gonna say.
I'm gonna take us. You want me to go faster? I'm just gonna keep going through the woods. I'm gonna try to vaguely go into the direction where I heard that you can raise these things against other people. Maybe check if there's a race going on.
Okay. If you're going in a vague direction, you come across basically the track area. You can see like speeder bikes basically turning corners at ridiculous speeds and stuff.
I'm probably gonna try to enter a few races, and that's how I'm gonna spend my time.
Okay, since you're spending your time there, we'll find out how well you do later. For now, let's move on to Jack and Astrid.
And so I say, he's not a Trandoshian, he's my surgeon.
Oh.
I'll chuckle a bit.
But it's like that, he's not a doctor, he's a penguin joke, just play along with it. This time we're gonna get the reputable one out of the way first, so I'm gonna head into the ship manufacturing area.
Do you want to roll your knowledge core worlds?
Yep, sure.
Can you have a blue dice because I'm helping? Oh no, wait, I don't know much about the core worlds.
Yeah, unless you have
a blue dice because I'm from here.
You are from core. You know what? You also get 2 yellow dice since you've lived here for what, a good 20 years of your life.
Yeah, this is literally my home city.
Yeah, so you get main as your bonuses.
Where do I get a good pizza? Well, you just hook down that side alley there.
Exactly. It's like hook down there. It's like, oh, thanks. Yeah, I would say you get 2 yellows for this. Don't worry.
Ow.
But yeah, essentially, it's like you make it into the shop and you hear the music playing. There's bits and pieces everywhere, piles of just spare parts basically litter the sides of the room. There's a nice clean bit in the middle of the floor though where customers can walk up to the counter.
Right, I'm gonna sort of walk up with a nice swagger in my side, having a stare at all of the little models around the shop. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. With a very stern guardian next to them.
As you...
The other half of the reason I brought Astrid with me, to make sure I don't overspend.
As you walk into the place, you see like a large, muscular being with 4 arms just leaning back on a large chair. The magazine on its face fluttering as it snores.
On the desk.
Pulling off the thing, it rubs its 2 reptilian-like eyes, puts the magazine down. Who are you? Oh, customers. Sorry, what is you need?
I just sort of step forward with a big smile and go, Captain Jack Dibler, I've heard you're the man to talk to if I need a shield installed.
We handle good things here, such accessories and add-ons to current machines. Tell me, do you have specs of your current shield generator?
Well, actually, funny story is about 3 years ago we got it at this shop. But now we've got a bit more to splurge.
I see. 1 second.
Yeah, I pull up a holo of some of the shield specs for the ship.
You can see one of his arms reaching under his desk, fluttering around some papers and pulling out like a data pad. He puts it on his hand. He's like, see, checking on your thing and this. Jack Dibler, yes. It's like he just instantly. Yes, I know what I sold you. Yeah, does it served you well?
Well, so far we haven't had a capital ship pierce it, so all going well.
Good. That is what I like to hear. Yes, I think I could upgrade this. Very easy.
Actually, I had been, and I pull out like a really, really well dog-eared pamphlet myself. I had been looking at the T model here. It says it can project it in arcs. Can those be changed around, or would I have to make some modifications myself?
I could make modifications if you desire. Part of service. How's that? For returning customer.
How about this?
Of course, you understand if you want totally new shield generator, that would mean complete refit of current system.
I've been looking forward to that for a little bit. In fact, I've even brought in the extra help. This is my partner Astrid.
He wipes off his hand on his like greasy things and offers a hand out to you, Astrid.
I give him a firm handshake.
His hand consumes yours, but he shakes it like normally, trying not to basically lift you up the ground. He's like, good to meet you. So I will have help on this. I will not need to hire my own help.
No, I'll be able to assist you.
Perfect. That's better for me. So, this is what type you want. I could get this. Do not worry.
Now all we have to do is talk price.
Yes. Base price for total refit, including this, would be... If that is all, then I will get started. Jenny! Jenny! He stands up. His height basically only matched by his sheer broadness. And you see like a small Twitter girl come out and says, yes? Yeah. He chucks the pamphlet to like the details to her. By that way we can get this in back storage. I shall carry it out. He starts heading back, apparently completely trusting you guys in the mix of all the spare parts.
Which I'm immediately diving through bits and bobs just to...
Oh, you want to see if you can find anything with perception?
And a dip?
I would say probably one red, one purple, due to just the sheer amount of them.
Right thing, put on skills would help. Oop.
Hey!
Life finds a way.
Nice. As you're searching around, you actually find a sort of... It looks sort of strange, like a box. Oh, actually, are you saying specific or just random cool stuff?
I was just, if you leave me in this shop, I'm just going to keep looking at every single thing I'm pulled away. So I'm left standing near a pile of spare parts and I start looking through to see if there's anything useful.
Looking on the back, you see it's meant to be clipped onto like the main console. You start like fiddling with it and stuff, and eventually the front compartment opens up and you can see a tray. It looks like, and cup holders. It looks like this is basically a little buffet area that you can have in your cockpit.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
And by the way, as you're searching for spare parts, there's a sign above it: spare parts, 20 credits each.
You're a mechanic bounty hunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so bits and pieces for armor and weapons and stuff in here.
Oh yeah, can I look to see if there's any parts that I could use to assemble a jetpack?
You may take
like,
a look.
not all of the parts, but like at least some.
You may take a look. See how lucky you are.
Mechanics.
See, Amanda, there's a reason I brought you. And we get to have a little mechanics nerd
Oh
off.
yeah, I'm gonna get those friggin' jetpack parts.
Right. As you're searching around in a thing, you tug on something that's long and cylindrical but kind of chunky. You pull out and you're like wires are attached to it and stuff, and you look it over. It's like, wait, this is, and it turns out what you've dragged out is basically atmospheric, basically pack for an EVA suit. Normally they're attached to a bag of EVA suits where you can just psh your way through space. But this is quite a powerful one and could probably be used for short jumps if assembled right, because all essentially you've got is the booster part. You haven't got the rest of it.
So basically, I got like the shell casings, but I don't got like the bits that make it
you've
work.
got the actual one of the two blast tubes. What you need is the casing, the wiring,
And fuel container. Yes.
fuel container.
Can I get this for 20 credits?
Anything in the piles, 20 credits.
Nice. I'm gonna. So I guess me and Jack are gonna continue looking for
Yeah,
because
we're nerding out over
basically
this.
I'm a shark that smells blood in the water, and I.
By the way-
I want. But yeah, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
be
to be
showing you
fair,
the
you-
jetpack cylinder. Like, do you know what this means?
Oh, we could hook that up to her, and then I like point at your gauntlet and like pull out my boot knife, and gonna have like a rocket punch.
I was thinking more about a jump pack.
That would be good too.
But yeah, I can install that stuff. I gestured to the stuff that he picked out.
No one installs anything in the cockpit. All right, she's my baby. Only I get to touch her.
I'll just shrug.
Okay. Right now, we need to find somewhere a little bit less reputable. Yeah. In which case, yeah, we're gonna head down to the elevator, and I'll fill Astrid in that I want to get some cloaked smuggler's bay.
That would be
mean-
useful.
If I hadn't dodged that hammerhead shit the last time, they might have been able to accept us. Throw off our negotiations. Plus, I think that welder's running out of steam.
Yeah.
Okay then. I like how your previous plan was just, oh, we'll build up the doors up front, it's fine.
It was more of a jury rig thing of like, I can do this, but we want to get some proper spots installed.
Yeah. With that being said, you're heading down towards the elevator, I suspect?
Yep.
Awesome. Right. You head down there, of course, you find your... You don't actually... Unlike Valhalla and, well, some other core worlds, there doesn't seem to be that many, if any, homeless. You see people staying on the streets, but they're dressed okay. As you head down towards the lower areas to get in the elevator, you find yourself going up instead of down. And eventually, the elevator doors open into a plain room with just a single light shining at the bottom and what seems to be a glass window on the other side. One way, of course.
Right. Excited.
Do you move inside?
Yeah, straight off at that.
You hear the intercom come on and a distorted, almost robotic voice, but with a hints of personality to it. You can... Maybe it's less robot, but more living thing. At least that's what it sounds like. Over the voice you say, Jack Dibler?
You're expecting me. Good.
I know of you.
How?
What is it you desire?
I'd like to do some legitimate business.
Legitimate business, I see. Of course, depends on if I have it or not, you understand. What sort of legitimate business?
I'm looking for some cloaked cargo holds, in case pirates raid me.
Ah, yes. At least saving some of your worldly goods. That is a good thing. Now, let us see. I have cloaking devices and such things. I could put together such compartments for you. The droids at the hangar you're currently staying in will install it for you. Just make sure to tell them it is.
I think you come to an arrangement.
you would like to install them yourself, and then I can simply deliver parts to you.
That would be preferred.
Understood. The less that people who know where your things are gonna be, the better.
You know, in case of pirates.
Since I don't have to reroute any systems and get the droids to install, we will call this a favourable transaction at the base price. That is 2,200 credits.
Good. We have an agreement. Also, Etho sends his regards.
I do not know who that is.
I just wink at the air. Everyone knows who that is.
Of course, transfer the credits to this chit. As a small section of the wall below the window suddenly swings open, and you can see a small little chit standing there. These are standalone things for credits that can be uploaded credits to them and transferred between people without any tracing.
I'll just get forward, step out the Star Wars equivalent credit card and transfer the credits.
Once you have done that, the wall section swings back closed with a chit with it, and he goes, "It will be delivered to a cargo hold. Look for a medical box marked relief supplies."
And it will be a relief. Right, Astrid? That will be where the fun begins.
Currently you're racing against random, basically people who've either rented their racing bikes, are looking rather confused at the two-seater bike joining in the race, and are rather impressed by the fact that this person seems to be rather damn skilled despite their disadvantages.
What's the, what do you get if you win? Sorry, I missed that bit.
Of course, currently this is a tourist thing, it's not like the Grand Prix. But
See, there's no winnings in it.
It's like when 4 of your mates go and rent go-karts.
yes, you've
No one
basically
gets anything for winning other than being able to brag to the other people that they beat them.
Yeah.
Basically, while this race was going on, Koro was just laughing and going, see, I'm getting used to this. This is
Look,
much easier than I thought. Plus, getting drunk before the race actually helps, so...
If there were a substantial reward involved, I'd understand, but it's not. You're just endangering both of us for absolutely no reason.
But you see, that's where you're wrong, B2. It's not about the size of the reward, it's about the experience and the memory. You're gonna remember this for as long as you're not memory wiped.
By the way, as you're driving about having fun, you're eventually called into the pit stop area. Essentially, like, okay, we gotta give somebody another go for at least like a few laps, you know.
Fine.
But they do.
Reluctantly, Koro's gonna go into.
Oh, by the way, we didn't mention last time, but it is like 20 credits, like join. So remove 20 credits. But you also get a small little buffet you can enjoy while waiting for your next turn.
Where did you go, Korax?
We went into the pit stop.
Okay. Climbing off the bike.
Wait for the first place. Did I get something?
No, it's basically a go-kart thing. Oh, you do basically get badges, like third place badges.
Cool. I'm gonna write it down. I got the third place badge for something, I guess.
You got a Droid medal.
By the way, you hear somebody by the thing who's been watching the races, and who seems to have got his own speeder bike, which is rather tricked out. It's got large pipes on it. It's got heavy blaster cannon under the front. And you don't know what else is probably in this bike, but the guy riding it is carrying a rather large gun as well as he's looking towards you.
Well, since he's looking at me, I'm gonna flash him a smile. And yeah, that's all he gets.
Does he have any some sort of uniform, or is he just in normal armor?
He looks like he's wearing basic traveler's clothes. Well, for Corellia at least. And he's actually waving you over.
Well, since we gotta wait anyway, and I'm not interested in the food, I'm just gonna shrug and approach him and greet him.
Just after he leaves for that conversation, I'm going to sabotage the bike so that it no longer works.
Mechanics and
perception?
stealth.
So mechanics first, yeah?
Yeah, mechanics first and stealth. And
is stealth a dice I add on, or is it a separate roll?
It's a separate roll.
Okay.
And then Corey, you can roll perception to try and counter his.
And then where's my stealth? Oh god, that's not good.
Nope. Let's see if I manage to spot you.
Fucking hope so. You've got one disadvantage. That's it.
There we go. I spot
It's too
you.
late. I've already sabotaged it.
You do spot him, but the thing is, before you do it, he's basically already drained one of the coolants out of a thing, which renders
It's time to stop. Where are your parents?
By the way, which doesn't render the bike undrivable. It just you have to drive it under like basically a certain speed. Otherwise, the engine gets too hot.
B2, you noticed that Cora looks very disappointed in you.
By the way, the older man laughs. He's like, "You got some droid there."
Well, he's not mine. Maybe that's why he's being such a pest.
Ah, I see. And who does he belong to?
Just some guy I travel with.
Ah, I see, I see. It's smooth driving out there. Very good. You first timer?
Yeah. Turns out it's not as hard as I thought it was. Pretty fun. Though I guess the bike wasn't that fast, so...
True, true. But the driver makes the bike most of the time, and you did much better than expected. Then again, there is a Dibler zone. Can't get any better than that.
Yeah, so I hear.
Is that
Can
what
you
you
tell
rented?
more about the Diblers? Now I'm kinda curious.
I could tell you quite a bit, sure. What do you
Cora,
need to
by
know?
the way. Pleased to meet you.
Jason, he offers out a hand towards you.
I'm gonna shake it.
He shakes you with his human hand and then leans back and goes, "Alright. Now, what do you want to know about the Dibler zone?"
Well, from what I hear, they do some reliable mechanical stuff and whatnot. They also might be dabbling in some military contracts and such. I'm kinda interested in that stuff.
Ah, fair enough. Well, their slogan is cutting me own throat sort of deal. Sounds a bit morbid on a scale, but, you know, they do good deals. That's what you can always assure with the Diblers.
They wouldn't happen to have a son called Jack Dibler, do they?
You can see him smile softly and he goes, "Hey, how do you know that?"
Lucky guess.
Huh, and I thought you were from off planet. You don't look Corellian.
Oh, I'm not from around here, no. But it pays to know people, you know? I like to make new friends wherever I go.
I
and
see.
she flashes him a smile.
You wouldn't happen to be... No, it's nothing.
Oh, come on, don't be a tease. Speak your mind.
Just wondering if you may be one of those Force users.
Technically, I guess. To be fair, I am not that good with that kind of stuff.
I see. Another one of those hokey religious people, I guess. But, can't say
You
there's
could say
nothing
that.
to what you do. You have some incredible luck.
Luck? Maybe. Who knows?
You call it for force, I call it luck. But, that being said, what else do you about Diblers? You seem to know a fair bit already. Well, let's just say it's true that they're doing military contracts, but I hear it's not all voluntary.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it never is, but they didn't really want to design weaponry. Too much bad tarnishing on such things, you know?
I suppose. She just shrugs. So, why'd you call me over? Getting bored while waiting for your turn?
Ah, no. I come out here and watch the races now and again. I normally go out in the wilds, enjoy myself. Getting near retirement age, me. By the way, do you want to roll perception?
Yeah.
No, go
I
ahead.
was 6 years old. It's actually 3 babies in the trench coat.
You take a look at him, and he only looks around about, what, his 40s, 50s?
I was about to say it either way, even if I didn't roll perception. You're retiring? Nah, aren't you a bit young for that?
Well, you caught me there, but then again, I have the luxury of retiring early if I wanted. Just trying to get into the mood, you know, finding things to do. Watching races calms me.
Oh, what do you do for a living? You're a mercenary or something? You kind of give off that vibe.
I do? No, not really. I don't really work in such bloody sports. But if you mean the gun here, that's just for hunting. He says, and he puts it down.
I was more thinking your arm, or should I not ask about that?
Oh, this? A mechanical accident. Happened when I was, what? Just early 20s, I believe. 22, I think.
Oh, so you're a mechanic for a living then?
Yes, you could say that. Trying to reach in, help someone out, and then the machine turned back on. Tore my arm straight off. Wasn't as painful as I thought it would be. Maybe the shock.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I know a lot of people who at the moment feel nothing. It's always due to shock, really.
Yeah, say that again. But yeah, good life being working with machines, working around them.
Hey, maybe you can do something about that droid in its rebellious stage. She's gonna point to BB with disdain a little bit, just to spite him.
He lets out a boyish laugh. Well, I would, but I like droids with personality. I find memory wipes a little cruel.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Though I do have to punish him.
Oh, how do you intend to do that?
I think I'm gonna give him the cold shoulder for a while.
A droid like that looks like you may enjoy that.
Don't know him that well anyway. Maybe, who knows, maybe it will work, maybe it won't. I've saw about experiments.
Let's see. Putting away what looks to be some sort of plasma cartridge that he was holding in his other hand, he basically reaches back and gets out his datapad and flicks through it for a moment. Well, I think I better be off. Seems like I may have someone to meet.
Oh, well, in that case, it was a pleasure meeting you.
He offers out his hand again after he put his datapad away. Hope we see each other again soon.
Goodbye, and I'm gonna shake his hand again.
He shakes your hand, and he's going to turn around and get on his bike. Unlike yours, however, where a normal bike revs up with a certain wing, you know, a smooth wing, this one roars to life. Like, and he's...
As that happens, Cora's gonna mutter under her breath, next time I'm gonna have to get on that one.
And before you know it, he's driving off like...
I mean, next time you're going to have to get each other's names.
Yeah,
We exchange names.
Yeah, you exchange names.
I didn't hear them exchange names, was that?
Yeah,
What's
he
his
said
name?
Cora and his name's Jason.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear that. I was like, is no one going to ask? It's a bit rude, isn't it?
No, I did.
Carry on
Just
then,
kind of
Harlot.
offhandedly. Anyway, since he's gone, I'm gonna go back to the bike and
Miss
I'm gonna
Korax, it's over. You can't speed on this thing anymore. It's time to go back to the ship and do something productive instead of waste our time endangering our lives. Not an activity I agree with.
Cora is just gonna let out a sigh as she gets back on the bike and waits for B2 to get on board before she mumbles, next time, I'm leaving you behind.
We'll get on the speeder.
And since it's gonna take us forever to get back, I guess we should get an early start and start heading back.
My safe speed.
Dude, are you seeing this?
T-Rex! Fuck you, bitch!
Get from the building, collateral damage!
Fuck collateral damage, I'm in a giant ass robot!